Geeking Out Comics video podcast, episode 2 in 1 week. It's a 2-for-1 special. I'm John Wise, host, and with me is Billy. How the hell do you pronounce your last name?
Benavides.
What he said. So, got a great reaction to the first video. Thank you very much for watching, those who have. If you haven't, go back and watch it after this one. There is no continuity whatsoever. Maybe, I don't know, going shooting off as we go along here. So, not a whole lot going on this week. No sunlight behind us. We're doing it at night. We're getting ready for our Friday night Dungeons and Dragons play here, and come on out and join us. Not now, because if you're watching this, it might not be Friday. So, I have Billy here. Billy, welcome.
Thanks.
He's a regular. He's been here almost since the store's been open. What subscriptions do you get, Billy?
Right now I'm getting Deadpool. I think I've got number 3 now. I'm still behind on it. I haven't had time to catch up on it. Working too much. Squirrel Girl.
There you go, Squirrel Girl. You want it? Who reads this?
Squirrel Girl. Squirrel
He reads Squirrel Girl.
I love Squirrel Girl.
He's the reason why they're making Squirrel Girl. Are you caught up on Squirrel Girl?
Yes.
Tell us about Squirrel Girl. Because I know nothing except that she killed Thanos.
She's taking out Thanos, Ego the Living Planet, Doctor Doom. She's taking out Deadpool. She's a heavy hitter. Everybody says she's overpowered. I don't believe she is.
She's a squirrel.
Yeah,
How is she overpowered?
Well, when you can command squirrels, there's billions of squirrels in the world, you know. Kind of, you can take out anybody you want to. But in the Squirrel Girl books, they're really good. The first book, you have to read it because you have to sing it in your head when you're reading it, because like the first 4 pages are her nothing but singing.
She's singing the Spider-Man theme song.
Only
it's Squirrel Girl.
She's singing Squirrel Girl's theme song, and it's awesome.
But it's in the tone of the Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I read it to my boy. He's 6, and I had to sing it to him. And
thank you.
It's awesome. My boy loves it. I love it. My wife, who hates comic books, anything to do with it, she loves it.
Before we continue, you have to see this. I want you to stand up, show your shirt off, because this is almost blinding. But it's cool. Look, the whole Marvel universe. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So, now I don't have anything special. I just got Wolverine on. And my Joker hat. People love my Joker hat. If you want to know where I got it at FYE in Bloomington. It's inside their mall. So that's where I got it. I don't know if they have any more. This is my weekend hat, by the way.
Yeah.
I have the Green Lantern hat you saw in the earlier video. I wear that during the week. So, all right. I had some customers come in earlier, and I went on this rant. We were somehow talking about Suicide Squad, and that led me into a rant about how they, in the TV show Arrow, they were getting ready. They did the Suicide Squad. They had Deadshot, Harley. Heard Harley Quinn in the background. You thought they were going to do Harley Quinn in the next season, until Warner Brothers said no. In fact, you can't even do Suicide Squad anymore because we're going to do a Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, they can't.
Can't do
nothing.
Suicide Squad. They had to kill Deadshot off.
Yeah.
And definitely no Harley Quinn.
No, they're not going to show her at all.
Well,
not even like a little cameo once the movie comes out.
Here's my problem with that. It's already been confirmed that the Flash is going to have his own movie. Mm-hmm. There's been rumors since the trailer came out for Batman vs. Superman that he may cameo in the movie. He's definitely going to be in his own movie. Mm-hmm. But he has his own TV show, and they're not casting the same actor for the TV show that they are in the movie, because they want to keep. In their words, they don't want to have a shared universe like Marvel has a shared universe with their TV shows and movies. Yes. So if it's not a shared universe and the Flash can be 2 different actors, why can't they use different people? Why can't they use a different Deadshot? Why can't they use different Harley? Why can't they do different Suicide Squad?
Well, with me, it's like I've always been a huge Marvel fan. The way what I'm seeing from it is with DC, they don't like to keep continuity because it's too much work. They don't want to try, and that's why a lot of their books they're good books if you're a huge fan of them. Like I have friends that are huge DC fans, and they follow them, but they've stopped reading some books just because it doesn't follow any type of storyline. It's like they just throw anything random out there, and
when they do that, it's like DC just revamped all their issues back in 2011 with the New 52.
yeah,
And what is it? 4 years later,
they're doing
they
it again.
revamped the whole thing again because they didn't like the fact that they took out some continuity and they wanted to put some of the old continuity back in the New 52. But because of the new continuity from the New 52 that they've already established, it didn't mix.
Yeah.
So they did Convergence, which is a big mind fuck because it was one of the most confusing storylines I'd ever read. So Marvel's don't take Marvel out of it. Marvel,
They do
with
the
their
same
books
thing.
have done the same thing. I just don't think they pretty much revamp their titles whenever DC decides they're going to revamp their titles. So
it's like that's the whole reason for Battle World and all that stuff like that. They're trying to bring everything together.
yeah,
And
they'll take this out, that in,
and that's where
throw this in, and
the new series is coming out because the winners of that are going to be going against each other. And that's going to be the new universe. The people that won in Battle World are going to be the new characters and the new.
We did get some
line.
cool. We got some cool things out of it. I went over Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
I like
Awesome
what they did
book.
with that. Have you read any of it?
Yeah.
Have you read Doctor Strange?
Not yet.
I'm going over the ones that I've already read. New Wolverine?
No.
No. Some of the books I'm glad they got rid of. Like I was not a big House of M guy. I wasn't a big Extinction, E for Extinction.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish they would have kept the Age of Apocalypse going again. Because I got that.
I wish they would have kept Runaways.
They kept Spider-Man 2099, and they're bringing back sometime next year X-Men 92, which is based on the 1992 animated X-Men series.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't hear about. It's like with me, it's like I was a big fan of the Runaways. I love the Runaways.
They didn't do Runaways for the Secret Wars.
Yeah, that's what I wish they would have. But
But yeah. Anyway, DC. I don't know. Because they ran into the whole same issue in Smallville. Smallville wanted to bring in Bruce Wayne. Not even necessarily Batman. They just wanted to bring in Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, just a younger version showing
and
how
they wouldn't
actually
even
met.
let him do that because, well, that could mess with Nolan's Batman movies.
Yeah.
But they're not supposed to be in the same universe, so what does it matter? They're drawn differently. Smallville itself wasn't even in the same universe as their comics because he was fighting Metallo and he was fighting Doomsday in the fifth season?
Fourth or fifth.
Who looked, I don't know.
It was like, well, they showed so many people in it. Like they had Aquaman in there. They had so many other heroes from the Justice League when they were younger in that show. And the only one that actually did anything with was Arrow.
And they're like, oh, Marvel. They're criticizing Marvel for having a shared universe, but it's working.
Yeah.
You've got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which...
Awesome show.
Screw you. It's an awesome show.
I love that show.
Yeah, well, people come in here in the store at Geeking Out Comics at 2924 North Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
It's one.
That's only one time. There's many more coming. Until you start sharing it on your Facebook page and tweeting it and sharing this video, I'm going to keep saying. Right across the street from the Ford dealership next to Dollar General. Come on in.
There's even Mexican food right across the street.
Awesome Mexican food. Hold on. You gotta... I'm going to do some promoting here. Right there. I hope it doesn't come out backwards on camera, because right now it's going backwards on camera. If this comes on backwards in the camera, watch the video in a mirror.
There you go.
There you go. Awesome food. I just promoted them and they don't even know it. They should give me some free nachos for that.
Dang on that.
Awesome nachos. What was I saying? Food sidetracked me.
Yes.
Go
fat
figure.
kids.
I'm not fat.
I hide it better.
I don't. Where was I going?
I can't remember. I got hungry.
I'm not hungry. I just have White Castles. More promotion.
Yep.
We don't even have a White Castles here. I have the frozen ones.
Ugh.
I remember Smallville.
Yeah, something about... I can't remember now. Oh, with S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I love where they're going with it.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I get people coming in here at the store. I'm not going to say the address because I'll get sidetracked again. At 2924 North Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Decatur, Illinois. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'll get people come in here to watch the first couple of episodes of the first season. They're like, oh, it's a horrible show.
Oh, no.
But I just watched it recently, and it was really good. I've been watching it ever since. No, you have not.
No.
I've been watching it from day one
Yep.
on.
I love how they're tying in the way they just do in the first season is tying in Winter Soldier, then they tie in Thor 2.
They're getting ready. They'll
it's
tie
amazing.
in.
They're tying in every single movie
all the
that
movies.
they're doing is tied into it.
So, and then you have Netflix's Daredevil, which is the same universe as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
They even mention the events in the Avengers. You got Jessica Jones, which I'm not going to spoil anything because it's still new. A lot of people haven't finished watching it. Again, I talked with some customers about it today. They're still in the middle of watching it. If you're a David Tennant fan, I'll say this. If you're a David Tennant fan from Doctor Who,
don't expect Doctor Who.
Don't expect Doctor Who, and don't expect to finish watching Jessica Jones. Go back to watching David Tennant Doctor Who and going, oh my God, he's the best. It took me almost a whole season to get back into him being Doctor Who because he was just so freaking creepy in Jessica Jones.
I loved him.
He's good in everything. He's good in everything.
Great villain.
And you almost sympathize with the guy.
I felt sorry for him.
He's like, I did love you.
I
just remember, he did it out of love.
No. We have a word for that kind of love. It's called stalker.
It's called mind rapist. That's what he did. Read the comics.
Yes.
Read the comics.
Yeah, her book Alias is really good.
Watch the show first if you don't want any spoilers. But to really understand, because they kind of hint at it. They more or less have to hint at it because of what he does to her in the book. But gruesome. He really screws her up. But yeah, there's a reason why she's an alcoholic / sexaholic / screwed up.
Oh, so she's from Decatur.
What's in Decatur, Billy? My comic book store, Geeking Out Comics, at 2924 North Martin Luther King Drive in Decatur, Illinois. It's less than 12 minutes. I've already said it 3 times. Sorry.
No.
By the way, if we have to be doing a podcast when customers come, if you're a customer and you come into the store and we have to be doing this little podcast, am I pushing you out of frame?
No.
You can call it there, Billy.
Man.
If you have to come in while we're doing one of these podcasts and you have something you want to say you want to join in, we might let you. So
$20.
You have to buy something. Also, real quick, I mentioned it very briefly, but then got sidetracked as usual in the last video. I'm looking for a name for this podcast, Geeking Out Video Podcast. I don't want to call it that every week. I want to call it something else. If you have any ideas, put them in the comments. I'm on Facebook. Look me up on Facebook. You know my name, John Wise. Look me up on Facebook. Message me at geekingoutcomics@yahoo.com. Just give it to me. If you have a name for the show, give it to me, and I'll put it under the ones and consider them. And who knows? Maybe I'll offer a prize. If you're local, maybe I'll offer you a $20 comic book or something. Depends how good the name is. The better the name, the better the comic. So I might not say that because if I give them $1 comic book, they're like, this thing sucked.
Yeah. No copyright infringement, by the way.
No copyright. It can't be taken. I can't call it Marvel Comics Video. I can't do that.
No.
Technically, I'm not even sure I could be wearing the Joker hat and the Wolverine shirt, really. But I'm promoting their stuff in my store.
Both from different universes.
I'm not gonna say
that.
I mentioned it really excitedly last video. Next week is Star Wars.
Yes.
I've just got stacks of Star Wars books in today, plus what I already have on the shelf. They're going to be readily priced, but next week, I'm not sure. I'm still conflicting on what the percentage is going to be. Look again. Go on Facebook, Geeking Out Comics. Look for the Batman logo, not the Green Lantern logo. Batman logo with the Geeking Out Comics name in it. Like that page, and on that page, I will announce my Star Wars sale. It'll be like probably 15-20% off your Star Wars purchase. You know what? I'm just going to say it right here. 15% off. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
It's either going to be 15 or 20% off your Star Wars purchase of all the comics. I have few action figures. I have some really cool 23 karat gold collector poster cards. They're like collector cards, but they're embroidered pictures of the posters.
Mm-hmm.
And they're 23 karat gold. They're pretty cool. They're $30 for the whole set. I got new Star Wars books out. I've got all the old Star Wars books I have are the old Dark Horse ones. I don't have any of the Marvel ones anymore. I have one Marvel.
Yeah.
I have Return of the Jedi. Other than that, it's all Dark Horse. So expect it to be a little pricey, but you get that 15 or 20% off. It
helps.
Thinking about it, it's probably going to be 20% off. I'll let you know on Facebook.
We'll roll D20.
Or I can roll it percentile.
There you go.
Percentile. I need, percentile. Got them on the table over here.
Some bigger nerds we are.
Let's see. So, yeah. That'll be next week because next week Star Wars comes out. So I guess we'll do a Star Wars conversation right now. We'll jump right into that.
Yep. I think I'm the one that's been reading the Chewbacca comics.
I haven't read the Chewbacca. I have one of the Chewbacca comics.
Yeah.
I have the one that looks like Calvin and Hobbes cover. I'm keeping that one.
Yeah, I've got the first 4 episodes. 4 books.
I think there's only going to be 4 books.
Yeah,
So
I've got them. I love them. They're amazing. Just the interaction with Chewbacca and the main protagonist in it, the little girl's awesome.
And again, I've been reading Shattered Empire, which is over. It was 4 issues. I didn't get any of the issue 4 in. I haven't finished the book.
Oh, dang.
That's why that guy keeps going back in here. And here, I thought he just wanted to buy a bunch of books.
Nope.
He wants that one book. Do you remember seeing Star Wars when you were little?
Yeah.
Like,
the first one I seen was in '86.
what was the first? That was
Dead
Jedi?
Yeah. That was my first one. I was
Did
5.
you see that in the theater?
Yeah.
I wasn't born until '79, so I missed the first one.
Yeah. I was born in '81.
I was told I was taken in the stroller to go see Empire, which was I was just born.
Yeah, I was.
I was taken.
I was about 3 months old.
I wasn't even a year old yet. But I was told I was really good. I was well behaved. I didn't cry. I was probably asleep the whole time, but I was there.
Yep.
The other one I do remember seeing though was Return of the Jedi at the theater. That's one I remember. I remember Yoda and all that. And I didn't see the first Star Wars till TV.
Yeah, I didn't see it. That's when I first seen it.
And I got to see it on the big screen in '97 when they did the reissue, the special edition. I didn't even get to see Empire and Jedi at the theater when they did the reissues.
Yeah, like I said, I was 5 when they took me to see the Return of the Jedi. And I remember vividly, I remember the Ewoks, and I love the Ewoks. I was a kid. I still love the Ewoks,
When I was in
baby Chewbacca's.
When I was in kindergarten, we dressed up for Halloween and we had a costume contest. And one kid dressed up as an Ewok. It was Wicket.
Of course.
And he looked like the costume looked like it just came out of the movie. Like you see these pictures of those mom who made that Rocket Raccoon outfit, came right out of the movie. That's how good this costume was. And that mom, I want to slap her. Because she's like, that costume, it doesn't look right. There's something wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with that costume.
That's people that perfectionists can't help it.
That costume was perfect. But yeah, he dressed up as Wicket, and he won.
Yeah.
I couldn't beat him with my, paper putting plastic Superman costume.
Yeah.
With those masks that had the big eye holes and it cut your face when you put it on and off.
Oh yeah.
Strapped with a rubber band.
That broke immediately as soon as you took it off.
And the costume was like it was colorful. It was like a colorful garbage bag.
Yeah.
Oh, and in case you didn't know who you were supposed to be with the big ass and the Superman mask, it actually said Superman somewhere on the costume.
Yeah.
Or Batman, or I was Elf one year.
Oh, gee,
Elf.
really? Yeah.
So, I still have my Star Wars ticket from '97. They didn't tear it.
Yeah.
They didn't tear it. I lived in Chicago at the time, in Cook County. We went to Crestwood, and in their theater at the time was a Sony theater.
Okay.
So it's when Sony's had their movie theaters. I think they're at Lowe's now. Lowe's the movie theater. I haven't been there since I saw Crusade of Angels.
Oh wow.
So it's been a while since I was at that theater.
I can't believe you paid for that movie.
I liked it. People what people don't understand is The Crow. It's supposed to be separate stories. It's supposed to be separate people, and everybody was
Yeah.
expecting a direct sequel to that one.
Oh, I just didn't like the acting in it. It wasn't.
I don't know. It was alright. But yeah, they didn't. They had the really like sturdy tickets and. Hello. Somebody came in. Pay no attention to us. We're doing a video podcast. If you need help with anything, feel free to ask.
Okay.
But yeah, they had the hard, sturdy tickets.
Yeah.
And they actually had a little tear mark on them.
Okay.
But they didn't tear this one. Like there was nobody. Not because they just didn't know it's Star Wars. There was nobody at the counter to tear them.
Ah, yes.
So we got to keep the solid ticket.
That's awesome.
And I found it back when Episode 3 came out. I found it and I put it in because I got a stack like that. I went to see all 3 prequels at least I think 5 times.
The reason I went and seen one as 4 times was because of Darth Maul.
I just thought it was really cool. It was Star Wars. At the time, I was in high school. I didn't know any better.
Yeah, it's like with my boys, like we're watching them all through again.
I'm sorry.
Getting ready for the 18th, and
well,
he's super excited. And the first time we watched Episode 1, he seen Jar Jar.
So it worked.
And he immediately looked at him and was like, "What is that?"
Oh, he didn't like Jar Jar.
He hated Jar Jar Binks. Hated him.
So it had the opposite effect of what Lucas intended.
Mm-hmm. He hated him. He can't stand him. So whenever Jar Jar talks, he looks at me and he's like, "I want to teach him how to talk."
And I'm going to repeat what's been going around on the internet. If J.J. Abrams screws this up, he will forever be known as Jar Jar Abrams.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Misa, think you better not mess up.
There'll be a lot of angry fans. A lot.
I'd rather this be almost like a reboot than it suck. That's kind of what it looking like. It's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah. If they do what they're thinking with Luke, though, and it.
Well, I think this Finn character is either Finn or this Riot.
Ryukin.
No. The chick.
Oh.
Faye.
Yes. Faye.
Finn, not Finn and Faye. It's Finn and.
I can't remember.
The chick in the movie.
I can't remember.
Don't judge us. You don't know her name either. But it's either going to be her or Finn are going to be the main characters. And I think one of them is going to be like the Luke of the movie.
Yeah.
And then they already have a new Death Star. I'm sorry. It's called that. What is it? The Star Killer.
Yeah.
Star Killer. Where'd they get that name? Luke Star Killer? But yeah, it kind of looks like this is pretty much what's going to be. This Kylo Ren is going to be in the newest trailer. Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
That's something you should probably know about the videos. There are possible spoilers for things because I talk and just without thinking sometimes. So.
And with me, we're exact opposites. He watches.
So if you haven't seen any of the trailers and you want to know nothing, hit mute.
Yeah.
And I'll give a thumbs up when we're done.
Yeah. See.
Okay. So mute button in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm messing with you. He was like, there's no sound. No. Kylo Ren. It's Kylo Ren talking to the Darth.
Mm-hmm.
That Darth Vader helmet that we saw at the end of Return of the Jedi is all burnt up and bashed on because the Ewoks are going bing, 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 bing with the drums.
Yeah.
And he says, I will continue where you left off.
Yeah.
And so he's Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, I guess. So it kind of looks like it's going to be more of a reboot, and it's fine. Because we do kind of need a reintroduction to the original characters in that universe again. So I'm fine with that. I have a buddy of mine who realized it was probably going to be a reboot of Star Wars and says, I'd rather go see Krampus.
What?
I want to see Krampus. I'd rather see Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's DVD, Netflix, and Hulu for Krampus.
Yeah. And that's exactly where it's going to go.
It was the #1 movie last weekend.
Because nothing else came out.
We had the Hunger Games. You're right, nothing else came out.
I won't even degrade myself by watching those movies.
No, I actually like the first one.
I've never seen any of them.
I saw the first Hunger Games. I have a 2-pack. It came with Hunger Games and the second Hunger Games. The first one was good. I've been meaning to watch the second one. Just haven't gotten around to it. There's other things I want to watch. I've got way too many movies.
Yeah, I stick strictly to comic book movies, and that's.
No, I don't.
I
I'm a
watch
movie.
different movies, but not too many.
A friend of mine calls me a movie snob.
Yeah, I'm kind of picky with mine.
I am a picky movies, but I have walls and walls and walls full of movies. I can probably fill up my whole new release rack here at 2924 North Martin Luther King Drive, in Decatur, Illinois, with movies. So, but yeah, I just bought Ant-Man. Did you see Ant-Man?
Yes, loved Ant-Man. Loved it. I already have it on deluxe Blu-ray.
Would you say Ant-Man is the new Iron Man?
No.
Because you know how Iron Man really started off the first Iron Man movie really started out the Marvel movies and really set up things.
It sets up there's like the second part of the universe continuing on. It's introducing basically a C character that many people didn't know about Ant-Man.
Honestly, I kind of thought it reminded me a lot of Iron Man.
It does, but
because you have Iron Man who built a suit and all got this technology and all of that. And then eventually the bad guy steals his technology, creates his own suit. Same thing happened in Ant-Man.
Well, not really, because Scott Lang, it's Scott Lang, and people were mad because it wasn't Hank Pym.
That didn't bother me.
And it's like I'd rather have Scott than
Don't
Hank.
get me wrong, I like what they did with Scott Pym, but Scott Pym should have
Scott Pym?
Well, yeah, Scott Pym. And Hank Lang.
Yeah. I'm ready for the second one to come out if they do Wasp right.
And it's going to be called Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah.
It's not going to be called Ant-Man 2. It's going to be Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
So and there's a possibility we may get Wasp in Civil War.
Yes.
Because the reason why people are saying is because she already has the costume's already made.
Yeah, the
costume's already made. There were.
If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry.
Again, I didn't give a thumbs up.
Oh well.
For those who still have mute button, we're not talking about Ant-Man. We have been for the last 5 minutes. Sorry.
Well, you missed spoilers, so you're good.
We didn't really spoil anything.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
Just go see Star Wars next week. Yeah. And if you haven't watched Ant-Man just came out this week on DVD, Blu-ray. I guess I should say Blu-ray DVD because Blu-rays have taken over.
Yeah.
And I've checked on the DVD, back of the DVD, you just get like deleted scenes.
Yeah.
On the Blu-ray, you get deleted scenes, commentary, you get the works. And before you ask, there is no difference between the Blu-ray and Blu-ray 3D, except the Blu-ray's in 3D. All the special features are exactly the same.
Yeah. It's like I got the deluxe Blu-ray version. I won't buy 3D just because
I have bought 3D. Now, I have bought 3D because it came with the Blu-ray and DVD, and it was normally cheaper or the same price as the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Like you can do that at Best Buy all the time. Best Buy will show like $20 for
the same thing.
Yeah. So.
But it's a very good movie, especially if you've never heard of Ant-Man. Watch it.
If you've never heard of Ant-Man, which if you're a comic book fan, you have because he was one of the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Before Captain America was even an Avenger.
And Giant Man.
Giant Man?
Giant Man.
You said Giant Man.
Yeah, Giant Man.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. Giant Man. He was also Yellow Jacket. He was the original Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, he was.
That's when he was going through multiple personality disorder.
Oh yeah, he snapped.
That caused him to beat his wife.
Mm-hmm. And become a raging alcoholic.
Which is why they didn't use Hank Pym,
mm-hmm.
and they used Scott Lang instead. So it makes sense. Still would have liked to have seen Hank Pym. Maybe because I just wanted to see Wasp slapped around a few times.
No. See, you've already got... It took 3 movies to get Tony from being a megalomaniac, alcoholic womanizer to what he is now.
A jerk.
He's still funny, though.
See...
Of course, when you get sucked into a black hole...
It kind of changes you. Yeah. What pissed me off about Iron Man... along with Green Lantern. Green Lantern is my #1 favorite superhero. It used to be a tie between Green Lantern and Iron Man. I used to be a huge Iron Man fan. Then it went to Spider-Man, Wolverine, She-Hulk, Deathlock, Howard the Duck. But Iron Man went so far down because of what Marvel did with Tony Stark, and that
Yeah.
was with Civil War. They really did a
They
180 with his character,
really messed him up.
and
They just seemed like they should have been on opposite sides than what they were.
yeah, it should have been Captain America, and I guess they did that deliberately.
Yeah.
But when they went totally against, well, no, it also made sense with Captain America doing what he did though, be against it because it's not wouldn't have been the first time him and the government clashed.
Yeah.
He stopped being Steve Rogers stopped being Captain America a few times because he didn't agree with something the government was doing because he didn't just and what Shield was doing.
Yeah.
And so it would have totally made sense for him and Tony to team up against that act and have somebody like Mr. Fantastic, who was for the Registration Act, to be the main protagonist. But they...
Oh well, it's done and over with, so it don't matter anymore.
Anyway, I went to Iron Man's just so far on my favorite superhero list now.
And see, he's like the main one most people associate with.
Yeah,
which makes no sense to me, but...
I was really looking forward to the Demon with a Bottle storyline, and they've only scratched the surface with it in Iron Man. So
they had their shot with Part 2, and they didn't take it.
It took me a while to really like Part 3.
Part 3 was okay.
So we're just kind of jumping around all over the place here at 2924 North Martin Luther King Drive, Decatur, Illinois, at Geeking Out Comics.
It's like, besides Star Wars, the only movie I'm really excited about is the Deadpool movie.
There's a lot I'm looking forward to. Did you see the new X-Men trailer that came out today?
See, this is where we're exact opposites.
He doesn't like trailers.
He watches every trailer. I don't. I avoid them unless at all costs.
Loved the new X-Men Apocalypse trailer. It was actually kind of cool. Batman versus Superman looks awesome. Don't be fooled by the Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor that we got. Sorry, that was my fun.
See, there you go.
Legend of Zelda.
Make that movie.
I wish. I don't know where we're going with this, but I'm going to go ahead and end this now. We're with a half-hour mark. We're kind of jumping around. Next week, though, it's going to be all Star Wars talk.
Yes.
I hope. Thanks for stumping in. Star Wars. That's going to be the talk of the week. So come in. Make sure you look me up on Facebook. Go ahead and subscribe. And come on into the store here at Geeking Out Comics one more time at 2924 North Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Decatur, Illinois. Across the street from the Ford dealership, next to the Dollar General. So until next week, are you going to be here next week?
Yeah.
Billy's going to be here next week. So we're going to talk Star Wars next week. I'm John Wise.
Billy Benavides.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next week, keep geeking out.